Hello everyone. Today I will be conducting an interview on the pros and cons of online classes. We will be hearing some opinions from various groups of people, notably students, teachers, and some intellectuals. We know that since lockdown has been implemented, not just our people, our society, our country, but millions of lives all over the world has been affected. Now, it has not curbed most of the human activities, but it has also put some of the essential freedoms required in our daily life. And with that being said, education is a paramount factor for the progress and development of human race. And with it being hampered, it has become a global challenge, not only to the leaders of the world, but to its people. We know that online learning has been selected as an alternative mode to tackle the situation. And by mentioning online learning, it is not a new thing to other countries or in other parts of the world. Online learning has been a part of their education culture and even in some developed states in India. But considering Nagaland, online learning is a new thing to us. It is a new adaptation. Now, some of us may have experienced it. Some of us have fair idea about how it works. But for many of us, it is a new thing, a new development. There is a split opinion regarding online class here in Nagaland. Some find it to be beneficial, whereas others find it not so worthy of taking it up as an alternative mode. So we will be interviewing people from diverse group, like I said earlier, from students, from teachers, and intellectuals. So I hope you guys find this video useful, and I hope that this video will help clarify some of the doubts and questions that you guys have in your mind. So let us begin our interview. Hello everyone, I'm here with Olivi H. Awomi. She is a student. Can you say something about yourself?
I'm a third year BDS student in Surendra Dental College and Research Institute, Rajasthan.
Okay, now what is your opinion regarding online classes?
As we progress on, I would say that online class has been, to some extent, it has been very helpful. But being a dental student, like the online classes as well as the theory point of view, in theory point of view, it's been helpful. But along with theory, the practicals must go along. But since the practicals are not going on, I feel like we are lacking in terms of concept and in understanding those topics.
All right, so she has a critical opinion about online classes. Now, what do you feel about online assignments?
I would say that online assignment, to some extent, it's helpful because it's keeping us in touch with the books as well, not completely drifting us away from the book. Yeah.
All right, and which one would you prefer? Would you go for online classes or go for classroom environment?
Of course, online classes is not equivalent to the classroom teachings, but during this pandemic, online classes, it helps us to keep in touch with the books. So, yeah, but I better choose classroom environment because it helps us keep in touch with our classmates as well and keep updated with those topics that teachers have taught us. And also, if there is any problem going on, then we can ask each other. So, classroom environment and then classroom teaching will be.
All right, and has the lockdown affected your study routine?
I mean, in terms of personally saying that, I would say it doesn't have effect on my studies because it solely depends on myself for studying. Maintaining my own home study routine, it does not have any effect on my studies.
All right, so you mean to say that the lockdown, whether it's lockdown or not, it does not affect our routine, but it is us who has to be sincere with our studies.
Yeah.
All right, quite a fair opinion. Now, how are you preparing for your next semester or your exam or year, depending on where you are right now?
Okay, so our online classes have already got over, but I've been updated with all these PDFs that our teachers send us, as well as my father has been so helpful printing out all those PDFs and converting into books. And yeah, I've been updated through that only.
All right, you seems to have 11 that. And do you feel that online class is being helpful, or are there some drawbacks you'd like to mention?
I would say that everything comes with pros and cons of it. Firstly, I would say about the cons of it. So personally, I would say that the first problem that I had was network issues because of the network fluctuation as well as the slow network, slow internet speed. Disconnecting from the online classes and missing out the topics that the teachers have taught us, it became so problematic for me and also increased my anxiety as well. And I would say that my online time increased because of touching the phone for these online classes, and also excess exposure to screen time, and yeah, some health issues like back pain, neck problem because of trying to get comfortable with the screens, trying the wrong positions. And I would say that the interactions between the teachers and us because of these online classes has been a missing link as well. And also I would say that the involvement of the parents in these online classes, especially for the younger kids, I would say that the family as a whole undergoes the process of stress and tension when the time for the online classes come. And also the disadvantage of the teachers, should I mention that?
Of course, you can.
Okay, they've been working twice or thrice the double times the amount of the normal days. So I would consider that as a disadvantage. And talking about advantage, of course, there are limited advantage only, I would say, for these online classes. But the first and the foremost advantage I would talk about online class is that it didn't drift us away from our books, rather it kept us connected with the books. So that's the advantage, I would say. And also studying and learning at our own home comfortably. I mean, every student desires that. So yeah, that's a plus point. And also, I would say that online classes, because of online classes, some way or the other, we have become more responsible. Why? Because if we miss out the topic, then we become more curious and anxious to know the topic. So we search it up on the book or on the internet. And in that way, I would say that we have become more independent.
All right, so there seems to be more disadvantage of what I see, and yeah, of course, internet is a big problem regarding online class. For places where there is stable internet connection, the students are able to easily access with the learning process. They're able to catch up. But for those students, who lack internet connectivity or the devices to connect with online classes, it is a big problem. And like you said, of course, in there is always pros and cons. So it is up to us how to manage ourselves. Uh, Now, would you like to say something to your mates or to the viewers regarding online class?
Okay, I would say that as the teachers, faculties, and then the lecturers are putting so much effort and so much work on it, preparing the notes, slides, and presentations, we, as a student, we must also try our best to meet the needs and also be cooperative with the teachers. And yeah, I just hope that everything will come true, and let's fight it through together. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your opinion.